Hey everybody. So this is part two of a two-part series entitled Playing on Court 1. The first part was on participation, which means not just getting on the court and getting out and taking action, meaning the court being a metaphor for the playing field of whatever it is in your world, right, that you want to participate in, but playing on Court 1, which is with the badasses, with the people that are better than you. So this is part two, which is about integration, which has to do with capitalizing on the fact that you are surrounded by, you had chosen to surround yourself with and participate with and play against people that are better than you. Right? But before I get into it, quick reminder: if you are seeing this somewhere in the realm of social media, if you're not on my list, then I encourage you to do that. I have two. Right? You can sign up for them both at one time. Right? If you go to ChristopherDoris.com/lists, LISTS. Then you can get on both the video blog Tough Talks list is one, and then the other one is my daily dose list, which is mental toughness tips in 30 seconds or less that come out every morning at 6 a.m. your local time. So part two, integration. Okay, there's great intelligence in participating with people that are better than you. In fact, that was one of the lessons that my basketball coach from grade school always suggested is always play with people that can kick your ass, because then your learning curve steepens as close to vertical as possible, right? Because it forces you to show up in ways. It forces you, like nobody likes losing, right? So it forces you to show up. Like we would call winners, right? As I said in the last episode, we're kids, we're in grade school, and we like call winners, and these guys are playing college ball. They're like, seriously? Well, I mean, it's like out of etiquette, you can't say no. You can't say no. Like you don't do that. Right, but you could see in their eyes, they're like, oh, man. Then you're like, I got a ball now. I got to show up, right? So it forces you to show up in a way that you would never show up in Court 2. Court 3 isn't even showing up. So now, something that we all do, all of us, by virtue of being human, we are conditioned to compare ourselves to others. And typically, the way we're doing that is not in a productive one. That it's in a downward comparison, meaning, oh, they're better than us. Oh, he's better than me at this. Oh, that public speaker gets bigger gigs and bigger audiences and more frequent gigs, and they get paid more. Or this coach has a more thriving practice. Or this salesperson is selling more. They always make club, and I never do. Just always comparing ourselves to people that are better but in a downward way, in like a shame-filled, in a self-deprecating, uninspiring, in other words, unintelligent way. So let's knock that off, right? Let's flip that around and approach discovering people in the world that are doing the things that we're doing, right, better than us, approaching that with enthusiasm, like divine selfishness. Like you just found gold in the form of a mentor, involuntary mentor or voluntary, doesn't matter. Like you're going to study them. I'm so glad that I've discovered this person who is excelling at a thing that's important to me, right? Whatever it is, it's your vocation or hobbies or anything, just anything in life that you care about, that you like and enjoy, and that you would like to develop greater mastery at. Finding people that are better than you and approaching them with enthusiasm, interrupting yourself, catching yourself whenever you're self-deprecating and saying, oh man, I'm not as good as them. I don't know if I could ever be as good as them. Maybe they have special talents, or maybe I just don't have. It's like just interrupting all that learned horse shit. It's so stupid. It's not even you. I promise you that's never you. Whenever we're saying things and speaking like that to ourselves, as us imitating shit that we've learned, it's nonsense. It's deactivating all forms of intelligence, and it's purely inauthentic. So like stop it as fast as you can and replace it with, oh wow, this is phenomenal. Thank God that I've created the opportunity to examine what is it about this person, what are they doing, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to assimilate from them. It's like shopping. Like I love that style, right? So I'm going to take that part on. Like you talk about like think about musicians, like all the great musicians. Or I was watching actually Magic Johnson, on a talk show last night, And I love that the host was asking him, like, who are your influences? And then there was I watched another show had James Taylor, speaking of musicians, right? And it was so great because like they're asking like, who did you learn from? Who do you, and they're talking about, they watch and study other musicians and they integrate from them what it is that they love and then make it their own and put their own spin and put their own twist on it. In fact, James Taylor was talking about like a great way to write songs. This is amazing. And this is the bottom line of like integration, is studying someone, right, whose music you love, right, and taking their song and redoing it in your way. Like rewrite the chords, right, add new chords, change it up, and of course and then write your own story about it. So so the product, like when you listen to the final product, it might sound nothing like the source of inspiration, but it's yours. But it came from it. It was inspired by it, right? So it's integrate. So interrupt the pattern of downward comparisons and replace it with the habit of enthusiastic integrations. Take from. I almost said steal there, and I don't like that word. It's not stealing. It's not stealing. Stealing is a dumb word that historically I've used a lot. Like, oh yeah, I steal from Tony Robbins. I steal content from Deepak Chopra. That's bullshit. I study the hell out of these people, right? And then I integrate whatever fits for me. What I love, I keep. I'm like, that's amazing. Like Tony Robbins was a huge influence on my first book, Creating Your Dream. And I love a lot of what he teaches. Now, I'm not into the Tony Robbins hype and all that stuff. I love Tony Robbins, but that's just not my shtick. But a lot of his gig, I love. And he's been a huge influence on me. And so is Deepak, so is Wayne Dyer, so is Byron Katie and all these people, and Don Miguel Ruiz, and the list goes on and on and on. And you study these people and you integrate, you take from what you love and integrate it, make it yours. Word. All right, folks, see you next time. Until then, create miracles.